Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at Luna and see kind of what's going on here with it. Hopefully, we found its bottom. Obviously, we're going to take a look at that. I normally look at Bitcoin, but I can tell you it's suffering right now, 46,700. All progress made in the last 12 hours is effectively gone, and it does appear to be working its way down still. So that also kind of reiterates the fact that we're looking at 47,800, or one of these Fibonacci retracement levels, essentially, is now a major resistance, okay? At least very, very likely to be so. We did close on the one-day candlestick yesterday, and today's candlestick so far is suffering and cannot seem to break that plane. So therefore, we are going to be expecting the price to kind of transition between 42,000 and 47,800. So basically 42 to 48 is a close approximate of where we should expect to see the price action moving forward. There could be some, catalysts that kind of drive the price back up, just say tomorrow after the news. But for right now, that's kind of where we're at. I wouldn't expect a tremendous amount of recovery from Bitcoin. Don't recommend taking very many positions right now with any altcoins either, based on the simple fact that everything is basically selling off. Bitcoin goes down by 2%, altcoins go down by 6 to 8 to 10%. So it's just that knee-jerk reaction that's going on right now with that extreme fear. So just be mindful. That's kind of the way it goes. Now Luna appears to be kind of moving opposite of that, I guess you could say, but it still has somewhat of reliance as well on Bitcoin success too. So keep this in mind. But one thing is really nice, and we can kind of obviously see this here, the previous high, which is essentially right around $53, $54, is a nice little support channel. So we can see the one-day candlestick closed there yesterday. Today it bounced off. It's moving back up to try to kind of break the $58 range. So not bad stuff here. Not bad stuff at all. Let's go ahead and mark that just really quick so we can kind of see the little support channel here within the charts. So nice little support here at this point. So hypothetically, pending Bitcoin doesn't drop to 42,000 tomorrow, which is still very likely, Luna should be able to hold above $53. So it seems pretty likely, just based on this simple sentiment here, that we're in pretty good shape, because previous all-time highs work as very strong support levels moving forward once they're broken. Okay, so you can see here that that's essentially what's going on for now. I'd speculate the price will stay above as long as, again, the market conditions stay overall favorable. Or if nothing else, just continue to go sideways. That'd be perfectly fine. We can see RSI is kind of bouncing around 50 essentially right now in the one day. And if we look at the 4 hour, let's see what's going on there. You can see that bounce off of 30 recently. So that bounce off of 30 on the RSI was essentially the same level as that support channel between $53 and $54. So that kind of held the price action up. And as you can see here previously as well, December 4th, that was 10 days ago. That was Judgment Day, essentially. That 27% correction from Bitcoin resulted in a bounce off of the previous all-time high, right around $53, $54. So it's proven to be a very strong support channel. The price does not want to break below that. Not to say it's 100%, because the more often you test a support level, the more likely it is to break, right? So there's that sentiment too. But we've only been tested twice so far, and the price doesn't want to go any lower. So again, pending Bitcoin doesn't do something really crazy and obnoxious in the next 24 or 48 hours, or just say even in the near future, then we're going to be probably just fine from Luna and expect to see 53 as the lowest possible point. All right. We also had a MACD convergence here recently, but that's not super relevant considering market conditions right now. I'm not really super sold on any type of convergences we're seeing in the market right now, just based on the simple fact that it could change on a dime. Okay, so try not to buy into potential hype based on traditional indicators right now. A lot of them are kind of almost null and void when coins are moving synonymous with Bitcoin. While it's true Luna isn't completely concurrent with Bitcoin's price action, it is very similar. Okay, so let's take a look here. So Bitcoin, you can see this little trail off and an increase. Right here as well, we can see a trail off with an increase, right? It's a very similar pattern. It's not the same, of course not. It will never be exactly identical. I think KuCoin is the only coin right now that's going identical with Bitcoin. Just kidding. I think a lot of them are actually technically, but Luna's obviously moving on its own accord, but also very reliant on those same price waves or those price movements, right? So keep in mind, it's not as exaggerated, I guess you could say, but it's definitely still volatile, because you think about this, I mean, one Fibonacci retracement level to a next, we're looking at almost 10%, right? So if the price comes down to test 53 cents again, sorry, $53 again, then we're going to see almost a 10% correction from where the price is at presently, okay? So that kind of being said, ultimately, I think Luna does still have potential to increase. We just need to see some consistency from Bitcoin. It's really the bottom line. And with Bitcoin constantly, making lower highs and lower lows, is really not a great sign, right? I mean, you can see here, we got lower highs and lower lows now. If this high right here, which doesn't appear to be becoming a high, if this does not get any higher than this, then we're going to be in bad shape to see the price continue to make lower lows and lower highs and trend closer to 42,000. Okay. So ultimately, we got to just kind of be cautiously optimistic, but be realistic too, in the sense that this could very well lose its bottom. However, just note that previous all-time highs work as very, very strong resistance levels, or support levels rather. So what could happen? The price could break below, right? Just say Bitcoin does sell off to 42,000. Luna should likely recover from that, right? I don't think Luna's going to be just straight to the floor because of that, based on its history and how well it's done, as well as the fact that that's a very strong support level. So just keep that in mind too. I know it's kind of conflicting information and it's hard to have like definitive answers, but I'm just telling you legitimately there's a possibility of both. But we shouldn't expect Luna to come shooting up to about $78 anytime soon. My recommendation here is just to do as usual. Dollar cost average in scenarios like these. Add 5 to 10% at a time. Do not go all in any coin right now. It's not worth it. You're better off kind of waiting on the sidelines for things to recover. I mean, you're probably even better off staking some of your coins into some of these high yield accounts, instead of actually trading the open market right now, because everything is kind of just, I don't know, it's a weird place right now, and the news and the world events, everything that's happening are causing these strange behaviors, right? So just know there's more than things that we can see. They're happening in the background, the sidelines that are essentially influencing everything. So Luna is one of those coins I do feel that will effectively bounce back very well from this. So continue to add to your position. I don't think it's a problem to essentially do that, but just be smart. Try not to don't go all in. I guess that's the takeaway here. All right, enough circles. I hope you found benefit here today. We'll go ahead and cover this again soon. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you.